So we're on, I think we're headed towards Briggs Creek. So I forgot what trail, but it's a tree. We're gonna cut it. And there's the after. So we're still on Center Ridge and the highwoods, and this was an area that's always super wet. I call it the swamp. We've been working on it for about 6 years, just trying to reroute, get water off the trail, and this was the worst section, and hopefully the last section. So we're gonna, the trail goes through there, and the old trail is that way, so we're gonna rehab this one, and it'll grow. So this is making me super happy. So this was the last kind of just cruddy section, and this is a huge watershed on this hill, and in the spring this is super muddy, and we didn't get a chance to do any rehab this or any tread work this spring, so just having this is just awesome. The only one. Dig faster. So right here we're just rehabbing it, and then I think I'm going to drop a couple of dead trees that are going to fall on the trail, and this should be pretty good. But this shows you some of the labor involved in rehabbing. So here's the after. Cut down some dead trees, threw them on the trail, and then we also dug everything up. You don't have that rut anymore. Hopefully that'll start to green up. And then this line looks pretty good. You can see I dropped some trees there, and then just got rid of some ruts right there, and then same here. Stay on this outside trail next to that cow patty, and then keep on going. So I think this is gonna work. This was like the last section that had a big rut in it, and just water just drains like crazy right there. There we go. So we're on the Center Ridge Trail, and this is a tree that went down, and that's the alternate line, and we're gonna get rid of that, and it's gonna go back to original. So there we cut it, and this is another tree that you had to hop over, and so we just threw the chunk over where people were going around the tree, and we're looking good. And here's a good example of a tree that won't bother most people, but it'll bother the horsebackies, and it's hung up and it'll probably break off eventually. So get this as a preemptive, and also so that horse guys and women can get through here. Killer trail. So we're on trail 411, and sometimes people don't see the barbed wire, so we're gonna put up a couple of things on the fence to see what'll happen. So we're gonna install that, but a lot of times people just are checking out the scenery and they forget that there's a fence. So there it is. Some old license plates I got, and we'll see how long they last. And we'll see what the other side looks like. So then there's the other side. This side's what? 1974. The other side is marked 72. All good. So today we're on trail 411 in the highwoods, and it's August 11th, and this bridge needs some love. So we're gonna take, we got a little shovel, Pulaski, and that bucket, and build up these encroachments, whatever they're called. Can't get too technical. So that way these bridges will live another day. So horseback guys, mountain bikers, and hikers all use this. And so this will be the big thing, since it's a step down, and this wood is getting worn If it gets any more worn, it is going to be unusable. And already you can see there's a trail going up that, so keep them out of the mud. So this is our method. We built each side up with big rocks, little rocks, filled in the little openings with rocks, and we're going to fill it all up with dirt. So there's us working. That's my partner there, one of my partners. Yeah, Ted, thank you. He's digging with the best tool ever, the World War II spade, shovel, hammer. If they can dig a foxhole, we can use it to dig some dirt here, so it worked out good in our bucket. So here's the after, and we built up all the embankments. I think that's what they're called. And cows live with us here, so a lot of times these are like alternate trails, like right there, but or horse people have taken it because they probably don't feel that this bridge was safe. We'll see what happens. Leave that stuff alone. And what I like to do is come back next year and see how this is burnt in. So kind of clean that up. And then same with this approach. And you can see over there where we dug in, same thing over there. And if the cows need to go somewhere, they will. The horse backies probably through there, but right now that's looking good. We'll see how this packs in. And dug a little bit there. And today is Great Falls is going to be 97, so it feels like about 90 degrees today. Good times. So we're in Thing Creek, and this is the main trail coming out of one of the trailheads, and this was a culvert that we dug up about, God, it's probably been about 6 years ago. But now all this area right here is just super sweet because the trail used to go that way, and now we diverted it this way. The cows are doing good, the culvert's doing good, and then our big thing is we're just gonna move a bunch of dirt and cover that culvert so that don't ever have to come back. So that's this trail project, just covering that exposed culvert. So part of maintenance is culvert maintenance. So this thing has lived really good. So Ted is filling up the trail with rock, and I'm trying to clean out this culvert enough so I don't have to do it again. Probably haven't done this in about 7 years. So, Yahoo!
Gravel. Thank you, George. That smells wonderful.
Oh man, it does. It smells. So here's the other side. This is the side that's all nice and green. So we're taking all the mud out of this side and we're throwing it on the trail. No worms have been hurt.
Just relocated.
So basically, just cleaning this out as far as I can. Also, I stick the Pulaski in here, and I can dig out a bunch more stuff, and then just, it's like living my childhood.
Let me see. What's your childhood look
My
like?
childhood.
Thank you.
Right here. I did not help with birthing cows, but this is pretty close. And then here's the after. So I went and took all the mud out of the culvert, and actually it was in really good shape. It's the middle of August, so the stream's not running that fast, but you can see where it feeds in. So we got that done. And looking down the trail, looking towards Ted, built that up, and then with this heat it should dry up really good, and then dug out the culvert a little bit more to make it flow better. So all good. plink this one off.